Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video we will learn how to add dark mode on your website or app using Tailwind CSS. So here we are going to create 3 steps, and that way we will add the dark mode. So the first step is to add toggle button. We will just use a simple div and add Tailwind CSS classes to create toggle button. We also need to update this Tailwind CSS config. Basically, we need to tell Tailwind CSS how we are going to trigger the dark mode. So in our case, we are going to use CSS class. So we just need to add that config. And the last step is we need to create the action to the toggle button to turn on and off dark mode. So now we are going to start with first step and create the toggle button using Tailwind CSS. I already created dark mode component file, exported it, and now we will start adding div and Tailwind CSS classes. Add div here and just put the class name, and we need to add first width, height, border, and background. So we are adding width 11, height 6, bg slat 200 or 300, and rounded full. So that will create basically a div with rounded border. So we have it now here, the circle, which will basically toggle between two ends. And for that, we need to provide after content, empty content, and we also need to provide height and width. And this is, we are going to create circle, so you need to provide the same height and same width. So I'm just putting width 5 and height 5, also rounded 4, and background white. Okay, we will provide the absolute position. All right, so now we have a D with circle. Next step is to a little bit adjust the circle and add the checkbox. So to adjust the circle, I am putting label, class name, absolute, inline flex, but only top, item center, and cursor pointer. Okay, and we need to have that label ending here. Now we are going to have the after and top 2 pixel. Now it looks good. Now we will add checkbox. Why we are adding checkbox? Because we want to use Tailwind CSS just-in-time mode. So basically you have that on and off switch, and you can use Tailwind CSS just-in-time mode to rectify that on and off switch with toggle button between two ends. So here you can do is input, type, and checkbox. and here you can add class name peer. For now we are not hiding checkbox because we want to try it and then we will hide it. So now you can see you have on and off switch. So what we are gonna do is when user click here, basically it should check this box, and we could use peer checked, then after translate x full. So we will see how does that work. Okay, so right now it's working. Also we need to put some left margin so it will look all right. So now it's working, like when you checked it, it will toggle between two ends. So now we will hide it. Basically, actually you should put like opacity 0. So now it's not showing, but basically wherever you click, it will toggle between two. Next step is to update Tailwind CSS config file, and that way to add config for dark mode, you can check out tailwindcss.com website. They have already many examples, but we are going to use toggling dark mode manually, and so that we will add this config into the file. So I'll just go to your app. You could see tailwind.config.js, and we will add that dark mode class into config file. So that's it. So now basically we are saying Tailwind CSS that we are using class as a toggle mode for dark versus light. And last step, we need to add the click event handler. So for that we are going to use state. So I'm going to just import use state, and also we need to define flag. So I'm going to define the flag like is active and set it. Here I'm going to use state and false. We need to add the event handler. So I'm just saying handle click is equal to event, and then we will just set the flag. So we will say set is active, and what we are going to do here is whatever the current flag is, we are setting opposite to that current flag. That's it. So that's done. Now we will use this into the checkbox. On click. So we are going to add into the on click. So now we have the event, so it will basically set the flag. Now we need to use that, right? I'm going to say class name, say is active. That's the flag I am setting. If it's active, then we are going to set as dark mode, and if it's not active, then either you can put it like PG white, or you can just say nothing. Now we also need to test this out, so I'm going to just put some, this is just a test to check like how this event handler works, and then we will modify the component. It's here and we will see if it's working. So it's working. Like there are two steps. First is the background, and second thing is text. So we are not setting text here, so let's do that. So BG black and when dark is like text white. Okay, text white. I'm just putting like this. So now you can see. So when it's light mode, the text is black, background is white. And when it's enable dark mode, its background is black, text is white. So all good there. Now we have working dark mode. We have toggle button which will turn on and off dark mode. So the next step is we will try that component. So I found this online. It's basically card component with image and text, and now we have this component ready, and we will test our dark mode on this card. On this card component and just updated the image, and also I added the button just to see how it looks. Okay, so this looks fine, and this looks also fine. So with dark mode and with light mode, image looks good. We are changing background text and it looks fine. In our next video we will test this out on real website. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click like button, subscribe to my channel. I will see you in next video.